Well, this is our normal national cleaning exercise that is organized by the National Tourist Board and the Ministry of Tourism. We all know that during the rainy season is one of our most challenged period due to the seaweed. The seaweed have started coming since 2011 in Sierra Leone. But if you notice, after a long period, this is the first time that we are having this magnitude of seaweed along, not only along the coast. So why we're here today is to join hands together with our private sector and the tourism private sector and other organizations as well, like Propel. We also have civil society here supporting us to do the cleaning of the seaweed and so that we can have a very attractive beach. I know that yes, it's challenging that even after what we have done, maybe we'll come back tomorrow morning, we'll see the seaweed, but that does not mean we should not make some inputs, do our own effort to ensure that, you know, the beach is what it should be. It's challenging us. It's very challenging. Everybody wants to have a clean beach. But if you come to the beach, you meet a filthy beach. It's a negative image for our country. So that is why we have been cleaning. What we are doing, we're just doing a quick intervention, but this is not a sustainable intervention. I always say for us to have a sustainable intervention, we need to look at it from a national point of view and discuss it, not just between the ministry and the national tourism, but within the national level, all tourism, all MDAs come together and discuss how we can tackle this. Because if you look at the waste we are removing from the beach, you see some of them are hospital waste. How do they get to the beach? We are getting hospital waste. How do they get to the beach? You know? So since we were cleaning, yes, there are bottles, okay, around the beach. But there are also waste coming from the greater side of part of Freetown and coming into the sea. And when the high tides come, they deposit on the beach. So this is a huge challenge that we've been facing. We have little resources to manage it, but we have been trying through the support of government, through the support of our partners and private sector. We have been trying to manage it. But I would say this is a national cry. We need to sit and have a deep conversation on how to tackle waste management in this country. We've been implementing it, so it's still ongoing. It's still ongoing. It's affecting the tourism sector. That is why we're doing the campaign to talk to people and tell them about tourism, tell them about the benefits of tourism, and calling people, our partners, to come and support us in ensuring that we tackle some of these challenges. Let me say to you, tourism is a cost-cutting sector. The issues that is affecting tourism are external issues. It's not just internal, because the policies, we are developing the policies. The laws, we are developing the laws. What we need to do within the framework of tourism to project tourism and to develop tourism, the ministry and its agency are doing it. But then there are other issues that is affecting tourism, the growth of tourism. Until those issues that are cost-cutting issues are addressed, it will affect us. That is why we are having this tourism for all campaign, bringing partners to know what you can do to help us develop this tourism sector. I will say that to you. For example, we're talking about environmental issues. We are talking about waste management. Is the tourism sector generating the waste? No. This waste is being generated from external forces, but it's affecting our sector. Anything that has to do with the country, in every sector, the dependence of tourism depends on other sector to make it more effective. Regardless of what we're doing, regardless of what the minister is doing and her team is doing, if we don't have other sectors doing what it should take to support the tourism sector, it will affect us. Because tourism talks about the country, it talks about the people, it talks about the environment, it talks about the infrastructure. It talks about everything about the country. So if one sector, other sectors are not working, it will affect the tourism sector. So for the tourism sector to develop, we need the support of other sectors. But I tell you, we are doing what we should do. What we are doing is what other countries are doing to promote the tourism sector. But other countries have done an integrated approach, wherein those other sectors, okay, they did an integrated approach involving other sectors so that we could be able, they are able to be a formidable tourism sector. That is what this Tourism for All campaign is all about, for us to work together as a country to develop, because we know we cannot do it alone.
Tourism goes with environmental sanitation and sanity. We found out that during the rains, all our efforts in maintaining the cleanness and sanitation of the beach has been challenged by the arrival of the seaweed and the torrential downpour of rains. So we as a ministry, in collaboration with the NTV and the private sector, have come together to clean up the beach, especially the seaweed. It's difficult for us to clear everything because the seaweed is useful, but in Sierra Leone we're still grappling with who will manage it, because it's not just it's not trash. It can be transformed into products like creams, body lotion, and all the rest of it. So what we are doing now is bagging it, and we'll find a partner that will make good use of it. So that's why we're here this morning, to make sure we at least clean the beach and reduce the seaweed and the trash that's along the beach. The site itself, it's what puts off anybody who wants to come to the beach, not just tourists. Even we here as Sierra Leoneans, even as a staff, you will not be able to come to the beach or pitch a tent to have a nice weekend and relax with your family. So that's why we have to clean it up. But it's not harmful. Seaweed is good. It can be transformed to lotion, cream. It's medicinal. In the West, it can be transformed to these products. So that's why we are trying to bag it and keep it and get partners that will transform it. It's very useful. It's not harmful. No control over nature. The seaweed is not just from Sierra Leone. It cuts across the Atlantic Ocean. It goes to Liberia, Guinea, and all the rest of the neighboring countries, the sub-region. What we are going to do is just make sure we constantly reduce the quantity along the beach, so that at least we can see the sand. But it's nature. You cannot fight it. It's not like somebody threw it in it's natural. It comes from the sea, and it comes out at this particular season between August and September. So in fact, that's why we clean up some will eventually go back into the sea and just evaporate. So we will just keep cleaning and make sure the beach is at least habitable.